And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the New England Patriots. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
On the set, 6, Mike, 56. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on. Come on. Match back. What's that?
They'll run it here with Portis. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Now Griffin. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw is RG3. Paul bringing it in. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Mike's by 4, Mike 4.
From the shotgun, Griffin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Show it up. Show it up. Kill. Hey, 61. Matchbox lights. Alert. Hey, Charlie. Check it.
Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Going right side is White.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6.
Wait, 53! Watch out, watch
Only a yard on the third down throw, and that leads to a fourth down. Still leaves them with fourth and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Switch. Hey, go 66. What are you hitting?
Kidder here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, wahoo! Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. You got tape. Go bandit.
On second down, it's White. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Griffin. Looking long for his tight end read. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Griffin. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. With it is Brown. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Patriots take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with White. White's got a first down and more. And down right around the 37. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Brady's throw there complete. And all the way inside inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards the pickup there. Into the red zone, it's Brady. This will be caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
90 is the mic.
Brady to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
They come out here in the eye. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Motion. 72. Hey, Haywood. Easy. Hey, Alabama.
From the gun, Brady. And Gronkowski hauls it in for a Patriot touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gronkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with White. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
23 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Switch it. Motion, motion.
Bravo!
Shadow! 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady, flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Sugar! Hey, echo!
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Hey, watch the leg. Regular.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Griffin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he will find his man on the outside. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Brady, and he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Hey, 66. Under 10, 10. Alpha.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Regular. Alpha.
From the gun, it's Brady. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
No, 66.
Now Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. As his guys are in for 6. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half, Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Dante Hightower, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Griffin. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
3rd and long. It's Griffin. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now Brown. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hold 50.
Here we go. Shift.
Give me grip.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Brady now to throw. He's got Lacoste as tight end. 21 yards there on 3rd down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. White. And an alley to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Hey, 66.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now a carry for White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play. And now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Here's White, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's Portis. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Patriots, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be down so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes, but I don't trip about it, that's what happens.